I went to a Nickelback concert and I needed a fit, so you already know. Well, now you do. That I thrifted this Nickelback shirt and decided to DIY it into something that says, I cried it far away, but in a cool way, and I think the outcome of this is perfect. So stay tuned to see how I made this concert tee. Welcome everyone to the crafting realm, where we tumble into all things crafts, making handmade magic one craft at a time. This was the pin that convinced me I could pull it off. I mostly like the eyelets and the string look of this one, and also a sneak peek into my Pinterest clothing board. This one, I like the structure of this one, the neckline and arms. Just a few cuts, some eyelets, and some hammering, and soon you'll have a cool concert tee or rock star tee like me. I begin by marking where I want my cuts. You don't have to do this step, but I like to go the extra mile. And plus, you can see where I make these cuts before you go ahead and start chopping away at your shirt. A little tip here, you could just fold your shirt in half and cut both the sleeves off at once. So as you can see, I'm cutting the crew neckline off, both the sleeves, and we will be cropping it. The pencil I'm using isn't a fabric pencil. It's just a really good coloring pencil that works very good on fabric. Prism Color. I like to use a level when cropping my shirts to make a straight line. It doesn't look very level though, but we're going with it. Now, time for the fun stuff, cutting into the shirt. The video is actually at ×4, if you can believe it. I guess I'm just really slow at cutting. You know, if everyone cared, they would go to a Nickelback concert too. Okay, so I tried it on and the straps were a little too big for my taste, so I went ahead and just sketched out how thin I wanted my straps to be. Here I fold the shirt in half just to make sure everything's symmetrical and, you know, the straps are the same size, whatnot. Now we're going to cut up the sides to open it up. And we're just about ready for some eyelets. I got these eyelets from Walmart for like $5. I placed them where I want them to go, and I realized I should cut some off the sides of the shirt. This will give it that lacy look on the side once we have our straps put in. I do cut more off the back panel of the shirt to open it up more. And again, here I fold it in half to make sure everything's symmetrical. Alrighty, time for the eyelets, but first check out my frog ring. It's hugging my finger. Okay, so I wanted a space between the first one and like the last 4, just to give it that cool look. I went ahead and marked where I want my eyelets to go so I can go ahead and cut the holes for the eyelets. Okay, so to cut the holes, you cut across, or like an X, just big enough for your eyelet to fit through. You're going to put the top part of the eyelet in first, so that's going to be the side with the longer, like, neck piece, I guess you'd say. Put it through the shirt, then the back of the eyelet on the back of that. I literally made this shirt the day of the concert, so it's really easy. It did take like a couple hours because I messed up and had to go back in and redo some of the eyelets, but it's all good because I got it done. And now you have this video for reference so you don't make the same mistake that I did. Now for the fun part, hammering. You use this black tool for the eyelets and then the silver piece on top to hammer that down, and you got a secure eyelet. For the strings on the side, you're going to cut into the bottom of the shirt that we cropped off earlier. You're going to cut the strands about this width. Then you're going to cut it on one side and pull it to stretch it out, and then weave it into the shirt. After weaving in those strings, I tried on the shirt and it wasn't lacy enough on the sides. So I'm taking the strings out and I'm going to cut more off the back, which means cutting off those eyelets, and I'm actually going to fix them in a way that allows me to reuse them. So that's what I'm doing here. I will figure you out, shirt. Now I'm going to lay the front eyelets over the back so I can put the eyelets back in the right spots by marking them through the top eyelets onto the back. Then I'm just going to cut where the eyelets belong and redo the process. Okay, got those all put back together and they look pretty good for being reused. And now I'm going to weave the string back in. So here it is, my Pinterest-inspired, thrift-flipped Nickelback shirt. If today was your last day, would you wear it? This is how I styled my outfit for the concert. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's be crafting buddies. Join me for more crafting fun.